As the 2014 season approaches, Todd Gurley will be looked at as one of the top tailbacks in the country. He enters this season as the current active leading rusher for yards per game, but does he have enough to win the Heisman in 2014? Find out now on the CI Shark Tank. Our Sharks today, former Marshall running back and our college football analyst Doug Chapman, and to his left, our managing editor and college sports encyclopedia, Pete Futek, and stating the case for Todd Gurley is our Georgia insider, Jeff Dantzler. So, Jeff, you're going to pitch to us Gurley's Heisman chances, and we will have a chance to rebuttal. So, Jeff, what do you think?
Well, he's the best running back in the country if he gets the carries and stays healthy. I absolutely think he can win the Heisman. He's got the tangible goods. He's got the speed, the power, and the strength. He's got the intangibles, footwork, vision, maneuverability. He's come up big in the big games, and Georgia's got a history of great tailbacks going back to the best ever, the goal line stalker, Herschel Walker, and Gurley is the best since number 34.
But to win the Heisman, you got to put up big numbers. Since we're talking about numbers here, isn't he going to split some time with Marshall? Marshall comes back from that ACL. Talk about profit sharing. They got to share that ball. Won't sharing that ball take away from some of Gurley's stats?
It might a little bit, but Marshall's not the guy who's going to get the most carries behind Gurley. There are a couple of top freshmen coming in. Marshall's coming back from an knee injury there. Believe it. In the big games, Todd Gurley is a man who makes Georgia's offense go, especially with a first-year quarterback and fifth-year senior Hudson Mason.
But here's the problem. The position of running back's been devalued. Basically, in your pitch, you're selling me on a top running back for the NFL draft. The Heisman's so much more than that. It's a quarterback role. We got Marcus Mariota. We've got Jameis Winston. We've got the field. Every year there's someone coming from out of the blue to win the Heisman. You're talking about winning the Heisman, and you're talking about a guy, to me, I'm looking at your spreadsheet here, the numbers just don't add up.
Well, if you know your history, though, this stuff is cyclical, and it used to never go to quarterbacks. It was always running backs in the late 70s and in the 80s. I think with Todd Gurley leading the way, he can make a case for the comeback of the tailback.
Well, as you all know, I made my riches exploiting migrant workers in African diamond mines, and that means I know the Heisman. And I'm looking at your spreadsheet here. I'm looking at your picks. I just don't think this adds up. I don't see Todd Gurley as a Heisman. I'm out.
Okay, Pete Futek does not support his case. Doug Chapman, what do you think?
Well, I'm a numbers guy, man. They say numbers don't lie. He's got to put up big numbers. As long as he doesn't take some plays off or miss a few games if he's feeling like he's hurt, holding out for the NFL like they say Jadeveon Clowney did, I think he's got a good chance to win the Heisman. I'm a big Todd Gurley fan. I've liked him since he came out of high school, watched him his whole career. I think he can win the trophy.
You're going to put your money on it and say that he is going to win the Heisman Trophy.
I will put my money behind Todd Gurley.
Is winning the Heisman Trophy.
I'll give it to him.
Ooh. So Doug says yes, Pete says no, Jeff, of course, says yes, and I get the final say. I say no. I take the field on this one.
Absolutely right.
That's right. All right. So for Jeff Dantzler, Pete Futek, and Doug Chapman, I am Shay Pepler, and we will see you all next time on the CI Shark Tank.